Before the training, we done a mixture of some paid film content and the majority of sort of creating our own content. Like a lot of people or a lot of small teams, film tends to fall to the bottom of our to-do lists. It's something that we always are asking for more support on internally, and sort of trying to prioritize our workloads around to be able to create more content, but just never really seems to get to the top of anybody's list. So when we had the opportunity to take part in this training, it allowed us to have a bit more of a focus on it as a team and sort of prioritize how we can start to tell more of our stories and use video to help us with that.
There was two main sessions. So the first one was more about like the planning side of things and
Yeah.
finding stories, and then the next was more like the practical stuff. Was there one that you found as a team more helpful?
I think, say for us as a comms team, just having that sort of time dedicated to the fact that we were all in the room together, sitting, hearing the same information at the same time, and the conversations that came from that, I personally found really useful because, I say, it's we always have conversations about, oh, we should get around to doing this, we should get around to doing that. So it was nice just to have that focus on we're here for the hour and this is what we're going to be looking at. Between the three of us, we've all got different varying skill sets. I think we all took something away from the sessions that benefited us personally. I know that Chelsea, she did a little project with her kids at home. They sort of sat down and they kind of mapped out a little story that they were going to film together. They
Oh,
filmed it and then she got her kids involved in sort of editing it together. I've done one that is based in the hospice, did some filming with one of our counsellors, and Cameron, well, he's a professional photographer, so his skills are
slightly
slightly more slick than mine, but I know that he doesn't always get the time that he wants to spend on those sorts of things. Yeah, he was able to get something from it as well. For teams who content creation isn't the main bread and butter of their roles, they're always a bit more hesitant
different.
to sort of get involved, or it's like, oh, well, we all know what it's like. There's so many demands on your time. Creating some content isn't always the top of their list, even though we're saying, like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. There's been some fundraising events recently. We were like, even if you turn up and just do some filming, sort of POV walking into the venue or chatting
Yeah.
to somebody, else in the team about what you've been doing, just little things that for us, we're like, that would be really helpful to have. To them, that again, that already seems like it's quite a big ask, but that content in itself is actually really valuable to us.
I think the biggest barrier I found, and what I'm always trying to tell charities, is like you said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just do
Mhm.
something.
We're not going to radically change things overnight, but I think it is just something that we have to kind of keep chipping away at. Our fundraising team in particular, they have their preferred platforms for communicating, with the community or engaging with the community or trying to get involved with the community. And I think it's just trying to sort of broaden out their horizons a little bit and say, well, actually, yeah, we can still put something out on Facebook, but it doesn't just have to be an image and copy. It could be a video of you talking to camera, saying, come along to our fundraiser this weekend, just sort of helps to sell the event in a slightly different way. I think the training sort of answered all our questions. We didn't come out with anything that we thought, oh, we'd love to have covered that. I think, say, we took something from every session. The fact that we then had the editing guide, again, that we could access those resources in our own time. I shared that with the team members who weren't able to come to the sort of the face-to-face session. So at least they still had access to that. So for me, there wasn't really anything else that you could have offered short of, coming and doing the filming for people. It's, all bases have been covered. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I felt like I got a lot from it. And again, I know that the teams are felt similar.